Hello, friends. Welcome to The Hidden Place. This is going to be a 16-part podcast series on the hidden place that's found in God, in Jesus Christ. My name is Renee Mairs. I'm really excited that you've chosen to walk through the series. And this series is basically going to be little nuggets that I've picked up over my last season with Jesus. I've known him for over 30 years. I love him with all of my heart. And the last 2 years in particular, he's taken me to places I never dreamed possible with him in the spirit realm. But one of the biggest and most amazing gifts to me and changes in my heart and my relationship with him has been discovering this hidden place, discovering that he is the hidden place. We can hide ourselves in him as his friends, as his children, as his brothers and sisters, and be with him. We are hidden under his wings, and there is safety, peace, and rest in his very presence. And so I will be doing some podcasts on lessons learned, on experiences I've had. There will be some very dear friends of mine coming alongside as well to speak on some of their experiences with the Lord in this hidden place. And I hope it's a season for you to really enjoy. Now, if you've known the Lord for a long time, like I have, I became his friend when I was 8, and I just love him. Anyway, if you've known him for a long time, some of these things that we're going to be talking about may be new to you. And I only say that because I grew up in the church. I was very, very fortunate to have parents who love the Lord, and they took me and my brother to church every Sunday. And I'm so grateful that they introduced us to him at an early age and helped us work on our foundations at an early age. It's so precious to me. So a shout out to my mom and dad for that. So I've known him for a really long time, but it's only been in the last 2 years, really. He started slowly moving me towards this just before COVID hit. It's only been in the last 2 years that I've really everything's changed. Everything has changed, and the Jesus I thought I knew for 30 years, I actually don't, which is a bit unsettling if you've been part of the church for so long and, uh, and you've walked with the Lord for so long. That can be it's a bit discombobulating when you realize I believed so many lies about who he was. I was so trapped in religion, and, he's unraveled that. And that's happened in this hidden place with him, where he became my friend. He actually became my friend. John 15. I no longer call you servants, but I call you my friends, right? And I've actually written a new book. It's called Just Be. It is dropping mid-August of this year. So by the time this podcast hits the waves, it will be available online. You can go to www.reneemairs.com and go check it out if you want to order it. And that book in itself is a book about friendship with Jesus and how my deepening friendship with him changed my life, changed my walk, changed my heart. And it's a book that is hopefully encouraging to people no matter where they are in their journey. If you're listening and you are just looking for peace and rest and have no idea where to get it, you're in the right place, because the peace and rest that we have is offered in the person of Jesus Christ and in the friendship that he offers us. If you've known the Lord like me for a long time and you're bored, you've been there, done that, you know the church drill, you know the culture, you know the words, you know the language, you've got this religion thing down, and you're stifled and you need new and refreshing. Again, you're in the right place. This book, not only my book, but this podcast, I hope will be an encouragement to you. There is so much more to the God that we love and serve than we know. And the way to find that out with him is to be with him in the hidden place. He is the hidden place. And in the spirit realm, when you meet with him there, I don't know how you guys operate. I tend to see, I'm a seer, I see in the spirit. I can taste and smell and all of that in the spirit. And so when I'm with him, there's usually a context for it. We're at the beach, or I'm sitting on a stone bench with him eating food, eating apples. He really likes apples. Or we're walking in green fields or through vineyards, or he's taken me to other places, to the mountain of God and other places that have just been amazing. And I've been friends with him for 30 years, you guys, and I never knew that. I never knew that those experiences with him were available. So I would encourage you, if you're bored and you're stifled in religion, stick around. Join me for the podcast. And I pray that God would use this well for you, to encourage you to really ask yourself, am I actually friends with the Lord? Or do I just know him? There is a difference. And, when I think about John 15:5, well, the whole chapter, the first half of John 15, Jesus was calling his disciples, his friends. They walked with him for 3 years at that point, right before he got crucified. They'd seen him in his best moments. They'd seen him exhausted and tired. They'd seen the power that had come out of him in the miracles and in the deliverances. They knew how to party with him. They saw him laugh. They were his friends. They did life with him. Now, we don't have him here physically in the human form that they did, but he is still with us nonetheless. And you know what? He wants to be your friend in that very same way. He wants to be your friend far more than you will ever want to be his friend, simply because of our human limitations. He wants to laugh with you. He wants to joke with you. He wants to enjoy your presence. And he desires to meet with you far more than you want to meet with him. He's also a very chatty God. He really loves to talk. And there are times when I feel like we are so busy with our own talking to him and yapping his ear off. If you are like anything like I used to be, where I would just sit and be, okay, Jesus, now I need this and this and this, and I'm praying for this person, I'm praying for this person, I'm praying for this person, which is all well and good. He hears those and he responds. He loves it when we come to him with our needs. But to actually sit with him and hear what he would have to say in response to those things, to sit with him and just be with him, is an amazing thing. And if you're new to that, it can feel really weird. I'm not going to lie. So join me on this podcast series. My book is about that. It's about friendship with Jesus, how it's changed me, and the principles I've learned in that. The podcast series will also walk alongside the book on some of the things and introduce a couple of new things I didn't get to in the book just because of space limitations. And I would just love for you to join in. If you're interested in the book, again, www.reneemairs.com. That's RENEEMAIRS.com. You can go ahead and check it out. Because it is available. So just some scriptures to get us started on this podcast journey with the hidden place. Isaiah 45, verse 3, I will give you hidden treasures, riches stored in secret places, so that you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, who summons you by name. You are so seen, known, and loved. Genesis 16:13, when Hagar was running away from Abraham, and the angel found her under the bush, and she responds, you are the God who sees me. You're seen, known, and loved, and the Lord wants to meet with you in the secret place. He has things he wants to share with you. He has secrets he wants to give you and revelation that he wants to give you. This is also a principle that is highlighted in Matthew 6, when Jesus on the Sermon on the Mount is going over prayer and how to pray, and encouraging everyone listening to go into a room and close the door so you can be alone with your Father in secret. And there is something very special about building a friendship and a deep intimacy with the Lord that no one else can see. Now, it doesn't mean you're alone in that. You do need to have community and people around you to test things with, for sure. That's actually really important. The enemy knows, Satan knows how to deceive, and he does it very well. So there are times when you need community members around who you can bounce some things off of that the Lord shows you in your times together. That's super important to test everything that you hear against Scripture and God's character. And community is a great way to do that, along with the Bible, of course. So, but to be alone with him in the hidden place and to sit with him, to hear what he has to say. And not only that, because he embodies peace and he is peace, to be able to be in that presence, it infuses you with his peace. There's no other word to really describe it. You begin to carry a lot more peace, and you could be going through the worst times and still have a lot of peace because he's with you and you're moving closer in intimacy with him. He also helps you to rest. Peace and rest kind of go hand in hand. And resting isn't always physical. Sometimes resting is just being with him and giving him your cares and worries, and then sitting with him and resting with him. The Shabbat rest that lots of us practice who know Jesus, usually on a Sunday, sometimes on a Saturday, is a principle laid out in Genesis when the Lord created the earth. And it is important for us to do that. But I believe that rest can actually be something that we know in his presence every day. And when we operate from that place of rest and from that place of peace, everything is different. And so I'm going to be going more into that as part of one of the podcast episodes that I'll be doing. I also have some friends that will be joining me who will be giving some interesting perspectives on their experiences with the Lord in their own hidden places at different times of their lives. So I hope you can join us. It will probably this podcast series will run for the fall, drop once a week. So keep your eyes open on Spotify and whichever podcast medium you use. And I'm really looking forward to walking through the series with you guys. I hope it's something that you will find encouraging. I hope there's new things in here for you. And again, even if you don't know Jesus, but you're looking, this is a good place to come to. This is a really good place to come to. It will hopefully highlight to you the heart of God for you, how much you're seen, how much you're known, and how much you're loved, and his heart to spend time with you. So this is just a quick introduction. I'm really looking forward to walking with you guys, and I hope you'll join me next week for the next one. Bye for now.